Why should you consider reaching out to INGWE as your global mobility and international investment solution provider? Why do business professionals, families, financial advisors, brokerages, agencies abroad, and multifamily offices work with us in the first place? Whether it's for residency, passports, or real estate investments abroad. The answer is simple. You don't pay higher prices or fees when working with us. We get paid from the investment project or our partners or developers in that specific jurisdiction that you're applying to. And the investment and legal fees that you're going to be paying are the same no matter what, and you're not going to be paying higher, whether you're working directly or through us. Our office provides you all the disadvantages and possible risks for each program or investment that you consider. No program or investment is 100% perfect. We should all know and accept that fact. And we make sure you understand the key risks versus benefits upfront. This is very in our industry. Have you ever heard realtors or residency or citizenship salespersons telling you, this is the best investment? For sure you're gonna make money. Invest before it's too late since it'll be all sold out. Or you're gonna recoup 100% of your investment, 100% guaranteed in X amount of years. We've heard all these sales techniques, and I think you agree that they're a bit outdated. When working with our office, you're receiving a free global mobility concierge with a multilingual team to back that up, and a commitment to respond to our signed clients within 2 working days maximum. Have you ever tried to receive quick email responses from service providers, partners, developers, investment advisors in Europe, Mediterranean, South or Central America, or anywhere else? No offense. I love their food, lifestyle, and all the warm and kind culture around the world, no matter where. But for quick replies, clear processes, timelines, and communication, it's typically not their strength. But we're here to fill that gap. Whether it's a different time zone, a different language, a different country abroad. We're the bridge to fill that gap. More importantly, we have tried and tested every project, service provider, investment option, and program and country in all the global mobility spaces. Either me personally or one of my past clients. Are you a laboratory mouse? I'm just asking, because if you haven't gone through one of the residence or citizenship or investment programs abroad, or invested in real estate abroad before, or never worked with one of the legal teams or solution providers in one of these many jurisdictions and over 20 programs that we have on offer, then you're just experimenting. Our clients want results and no experimentation or being a laboratory mouse. We have tax, legal, and developer partners across all these countries and programs who have proven themselves to us and our previous clients. It's true and tested. We are a solution provider, not a sales company. You're not dealing with salespeople in our office. You're dealing with me and my team. Me and my team actually work on applications hands-on, not theoretical work. We have practical knowledge and experience to answer your questions upfront during our exploratory call. Most salespersons don't get into the details or have never actually processed the case themselves. I have, so has my team. We don't have salespeople in our company. Of course, you can do it yourself, DIY. This is 100% possible for literally everything in the world. Similar to doing your taxes, maybe handling an audit, fixing your car, or maybe even prescribing your own medication and not going to the doctor. Maybe that's the type of person you are, and kudos to you, I respect that. However, 90% of us are not, and our clients want to reduce the risk of applying or investing in another country which they've never traveled or at least done business in. And that's where we come in. You want to have a clear breakdown of all costs, fees, and documents. 100% upfront. This is not the case with most service providers, investment funds, or developers around the world. The challenge is not that they don't want to provide it to you. It's just that they take it for granted since they've done it over 10,000 times every day, because that's all they do. But they should understand this is your first time and no details should be left out. With us, you can expect all the fine print up front, no questions asked. What do you expect from your legal and investment representatives that you plan to work with? Well, you probably expect transparency, in program options and pricing. Honesty, very rare. Prompt replies to your questions and concerns, the North American East Coast style, right? Availability when you need to get on a call to discuss something important as a paying client. Clear upfront communication on your eligibility, documents, and steps required for successful case investment. You don't want surprises. And secure handling of payments that you make for the professional fees you're paying when hiring them. Proper documentation like receipts, invoices, statements, and legal agreements before you pay to protect your legal rights. What do we expect from you? Well, be transparent. Tell us everything up front, and anytime anything changes about your family composition, financials, taxation, or immigration status. All information is confidential and we need to share it with authorities. We will let you know in advance. We use enterprise-level encrypted online stores, cloud storage solutions to save and process all your client documentation, which will be wiped based on your request after the case is done. Listen to our instructions and guidelines, preferably more than social media, your neighbor or your cousin from another country or somewhere else. Be patient. We will be helping you through thick and thin, all the way to the final stage of your case or investment. Global residency and citizenship programs may experience turbulence. It's not a perfect process anywhere in the world, but we commit to be supporting you no matter what happens throughout the entire processing time. And lastly, pay our invoices and milestones on time. That's what keeps the lights on, so we can support you and your family with our staff and operations here. What differentiates INGWE to so many other global mobility professionals and agencies around the world? Well, there's a few differentiators. We are a team of professionals licensed in immigration, real estate, and international markets. You're not dealing with one person. You're supported by an entire staff, always on call to respond to your questions. We don't represent any exclusive project, real estate developer, investment fund, or program, meaning we represent you 100% without a conflict of interest. We work with over 87 different developers, investment funds, project owners around the world, but are not bound to any of them. We give you the options and information, and you make the final choice of where and what to invest in. The professional fees you pay us are deposited into our client trust accounts in North America, which are insured up to $1 million. We have errors and omissions insurance for our legal and professional services in case any mistakes or omissions are done in your application to protect you as our client. Our firm has been licensed since 2018, and me and my team have more than 10 years of experience in this industry. I personally held real estate investments in 7 different jurisdictions around the world, and I keep on investing, and I've had residencies in 6 different jurisdictions. We have helped clients from 55 different countries around the world, which means we know how to help you and support the documentation specific to your country or nationality. Our track record proves successful processing of investors and professionals for Europe, US, Canada, Dubai, Panama, New Zealand, and the citizenship-based investment programs. We have real people just like you who hired us, and you can reach out to them as references before you make a decision to work with us. Our reviews on Google, YouTube, Facebook, Glassdoor, and LinkedIn speak for themselves. Full transparency. Our team is multilingual, speaking over 6 languages, supporting our clients from different nationalities. You can meet us in person or online, depending on where you are, to verify that we're real and legitimate. Just to give you a few examples, this is why investors and families select us to work for them for such programs as Portugal, for example. We have access to over 22 different Portuguese Golden Visa funds to compare the advantages, risks, returns on investments, open-ended versus closed funds, and many more factors. We share a commission with you that we receive from these funds to be able to offset some of your legal fees. It's a win-win. What about the EB-5 US program? We provide financing options through our partners in the US, so you only invest $400,000 instead of the traditional $800,000 through an investment solution. We don't prioritize commissions from the projects versus security of the investment for our EB5 US clients to make sure your investment funds are secure and you actually have a good chance of having your money returned while receiving your green card. We work with EB5 projects where the EB5 investors are the senior loan in the first position, and the EB5 investment do not compromise more than 65% of the total loan structure of the entire deal. We do a detailed source of funds pre-assessment of your finances before you invest, again, to protect you from possible USCIS refusals. For Panama, our immigration team is ready in Panama City to welcome you, escort you to the immigration department to complete your biometrics and collect your final immigration cards, open a bank account for you. You don't need to speak a word of Spanish, as half of our team is from South and Central America. Direct connection with the top real estate developers in Panama City who have over 20 years track record of successful residential and office space projects. Turnkey property management in-house, where you can do everything hands-free without residing full-time in Panama, and the developer will manage with their team your real estate investment. Ready to move in projects and all your closing costs clearly listed up front before you make that investment. With Dubai, there's over 100 developers in the UAE real estate market. We work with the top 10 real estate developers, direct sale from the developer to you for secure transactions, ready to move in projects, not just off plan, and freebies such as golden visas fees we cover from our commission we get from the developer, and non-investment residency solutions if you just want to incorporate and you don't fancy a real estate investment in Dubai. Or Malta, we offer you our unique try and buy program for Malta. You don't rent or invest in any real estate until you arrive in Malta with your temporary residency to see everything in person before signing and continue with your permanent residency application. We do the pre-assessment upfront to make sure you're not at risk of being refused based on your past immigration history to Europe or other jurisdictions. And we do the annual PR compliance renewals for you for free every year, which is mandatory, with our immigration team on the ground ready to assist you when you first fly into Malta to complete your biometrics and process your immigration paperwork. What are some of the misconceptions applicants and investors may have when deciding whom to work with? Well, one of the misconceptions is working directly is cheaper and better. The commissions offered to us are never offered to the direct investor applicant. So it's actually cheaper to work with us and get a piece of the pie than directly with the developer or solution provider. We specialize in investment and business programs, alternative investments in global real estate. We don't do study abroad, skilled worker, or tourist visas. That's not our thing. We specialize in investment, business immigration, and alternative residencies. That's all we do all day long, every day, in and out, which makes us subject matter experts in the field. If what I just explained to you, why every month hundreds of investors, agencies, and families choose to work with us when comparing us to alternatives, if that doesn't convince you, then I give up. Good luck. Remember, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is today.